What's up, everyone? It is January 4th, 2023, the first week into the new year, and we're off onto the first episode of Season 2 of Magic Nation, of Booster Pack Openings, and this is Mirrodin Besieged, Mirran Faction. Let's get this started. I'm going to try to go ahead and get these cards out of the way so we can get to some of the bonus content that I had mentioned in the trailer. And first off, we've got Ardent Recruit. Pay a white for a 1/1 human soldier with Metalcraft. Ardent Recruit gets +2/+2 as long as you control 3 or more artifacts. That is pretty interesting. That is definitely something I'd use either for an Affinity for Artifacts deck for Modern, or a really, really heavy equipment laced artifact equipment laced commander deck, especially for mono white. Everyone says that mono white is still the weakest color and people hate to use it. I actually still disagree with that unpopular opinion. I love white. I think it is still the underdog to this day. Now we've got Concussive Bolt. 3 red for a sorcery. Concussive Bolt deals 4 damage to target player. Metalcraft. Also, if you control 3 or more artifacts, creatures that player controls can't block this turn. Interesting. Divine Offering. 3 and a white for an instant. Destroy target artifact. You gain life equal to its converted mana cost. Yum, yum, yum. Interesting. Now we've got Gust Skimmer. Pay 2 for a 2/1 artifact creature insect. Pay blue. Gust Skimmer gains flying until end of turn. Whoop-de-doo. Crush. Pay a red for an instant. Destroy a target non-creature artifact. That's interesting. Blister Stick Shaman. Pay 2 and a red for a 2/1 Goblin Shaman. When Blister Stick Shaman enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. I love that stuff. Loxodon Partisan. 4 and a white for a 3/4 Elephant Soldier. Battle Cry. When this creature attacks, each other attacking creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. I don't know how to feel about that card, but I think it's pretty interesting. I think that's going to be a pretty good late game heavy hitter. Because of the high mana cost, you're probably going to want to put at least 3. 4 is a bit too high for mana cost. You'll never be able to pull it off for a modern game, unless you know the cards you want to put in with this to supplement it. Now we've got Quicksilver Geyser. 4 and a blue for an instant. Return up to 2 target non-land permanents to their owner's hands. Interesting. So I think that also requires both players, I think. Razorfield Rhino. Pay 6 for a 4/4 artifact creature Rhino. And again, Metalcraft. Razorfield Rhino gets +2/+2 as long as you control 3 or more artifacts. I am noticing a theme here. Fangren Marauder. 5 and a green for a 5/5 beast. Whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may gain 5 life. Yeesh! That's actually pretty good. Lumengrid Gargoyle. Pay 6 for a 4/4 Gargoyle artifact creature with flying. Ooh, okay. That would do well for Affinity with flying creatures. And we've got Piston Sledge. Pay 3 for artifact equipment. When Piston Sledge enters the battlefield, attach it to its target. Attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +3/+1. To equip it, sacrifice another artifact. Well, that's interesting. Hey, Brass Squire. Pay 3 for a 1/3 mirror artifact creature. Tap it. Attach target equipment you control to target creature you control. Okay. Hey, Dark Steel Plate. Okay. Pay 3 for an equipment artifact. Dark Steel Plate is indestructible. Equipped creature is indestructible. And you pay 2 to equip it. And we got a mirror token. A 1/1 mirror token. Interesting. And we got a Swampy Swamp. That was an actually pretty interesting pull. Especially with the theme going on with 3 more artifacts. That's actually pretty interesting. So now getting on to the bonus content for this first video of 2023 of Season 2. So we're going to be talking about deck building 101, especially for Commander, those that are just starting out. Now typically I would stick with one color, but for those that are brave and want to venture into multicolor, I would just stick with 2 for the time being. And a lot of people don't use this color combination, especially myself, because it's very, very difficult to pull it off. You're going to be dealing with both big, stompy creatures and pretty lofty counter spells. So I'm talking about colors blue and green. So for this one, we're going to be selecting, at least for my progress of deck building, is right there. This dude. And he's a rare elf rogue. Edric, Spymaster of Trest. Pay 1 green blue for a 2/2 elf rogue. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, its controller may draw a card. So that right there is kind of like you're draining your opponent's deck by 1 card per turn, as long as Edric deals damage, or a creature other than him. So my first card that I would recommend, as one of them unfortunately I don't have physically in this video, and I actually can't find it. I don't know what happened with it, but I'm just going to call it out by name, is Coastal Piracy. If you already know what Coastal Piracy does, please leave a comment in the comment section below. The other card that I would recommend under $1 or under $5 is Cold-Eyed Selkie. Pay 1 green blue, 1 blue blue, 1 green green for a 1/1 Merfolk rogue. I'm sorry. And it has Island Walk, so it says this creature can't be blocked as long as defending player controls an island. And it also has, whenever Cold-Eyed Selkie deals combat damage to a player, you may draw that many cards. So that's interesting with the wording. That's why I like it a lot. So that's just another idea. And then my third card, especially late game, and it's a card that's been getting a lot of popularity lately, only because of the high mana value, is Vitalizing Wind. Pay 8 and a green for an instant. Creatures you control get +7/+7 until end of turn. That is just as powerful, or even a little more powerful than maybe like Wild Growth, Prodigious Growth, cards like that. Any kind of card that boosts your creature or said creature, to the level of a skyscraper in this case. So that is a pretty decent selection I have out here. And these, again, they're just recommendations. You don't have to use them. But these are some of the 3 that I enjoy that also just came to mind. Again, I did want to recommend Coastal Piracy, but unfortunately I don't have that card physically in my possession. I actually cannot figure out where I put it in my giant Magic collection. One of these days I will probably start showing you my collection, probably towards the end of Season 2, which is probably going to be maybe halfway through this year or the end of the year. The only reason why Season 1 was only 11 videos or so is because I started halfway into that year, as well as the fact that, well, I just got started. So, again, like this video if you like it. Smash that beautiful like button, subscribe if you feel led to, and leave a comment down below as to what your favorite green and blue combinations for deck building for Commander is, what you really think would do well with Edric, if you were to select him as your opening Commander. So yeah, so give me a holler if you feel it too, and again, just remember, keep the comments civil and friendly, and there is an open door policy to some degree. So everyone, have a great day, all you beautiful cats and kittens, and remember, as always, check out some of the awesome content coming out in the near future, sometime in this year. Shout out back over to Ed of Dual Brain MTG. Thank you for the comment regarding my last video I had done. I don't typically do shout outs only because it's not always appropriate, and it's a little bit, I would have to say, probably a little unprofessional, especially if you're just growing. You don't want to ruin your own parade or steal your own thunder, I guess. So anyways, all of you beautiful cats and kittens, hope everyone is doing great. Have an awesome and blessed day, and remember, Jesus is real, and always remember, play something magical today. Peace.